I guess we'll start the stream. Welcome. Peg. Is it Wednesday? Oh my God, I don't even know what the day of the week it is. It has just been pretty much non-stop for me. So welcome, Peg, to this Wednesday. I'm going to be honest, in the next month, just because I'm doing so much traveling, it's going to be a bit hit or miss with these. Yesterday I was so overwhelmed that I was like, I'm just going to do it on Wednesday instead. So yeah, every day is enamel time in this world right here. But anyway, welcome everybody. Hey Lulu, welcome. Thank you. We're here. It's going to be kind of a short and sweet, kind of a catch-all thing. I'm going to talk about the giveaway, which I know everyone is excited about. I've kind of actually finalized some things, and I'm going to show you the prizes. And I'm also, literally last night, I finally got my the piece that I 3D modeled, and I had it printed, finally arrived. So we're going to look at that, and then we might turn on the arc welder and quite literally weld a bunch of jump rings. That's pretty much going to be the day. I forgot to bring my iPad mini with me, so we don't have the kiln cam today. The kiln cam is taking a well-needed vacation. So that is all. So I guess we should get started. I should have had my coffee first, but I'm getting it out of the way, so it's not going to be in the way. And should we start? We should start with the giveaway, because I know that's what is very exciting for everybody. And that will be happening on May 1st. I believe I don't know what day of the week it is, but it is May 1st, and it will be at noon Eastern Standard Time here, not here, this is my Vimeo channel, but it will be here in my studio on Twitch is where we're going to do it live. You do not need to be present to win. That is not a requirement, but to be entered in the drawing, and I know the 4 people watching right now are definitely entered, but you need to either be subscribed to my Vimeo, which I'm going to leave up because my Vimeo has kind of been, the growth has receded since I've started this stream, and it's making me a little nervous that Vimeo is quite literally one of my main revenue streams. So I feel like I need to push it because this Twitch thing is great, but it makes me pretty much zero money. So if you're thinking about how you might want to support me and then also be eligible for the drawing, please consider subscribing to my Vimeo channel. I'll show you what I just made. I made the best dragon. I'm super excited about it, but that will be kind of like the 4th thing that we talk about. So, and honestly, we're going to get our little baggies together. So together, we're going to create the prizes. Well, I've already created the main prize. Oh, but anyway, to be eligible, you either have to be a subscriber to my Vimeo channel, and you actually need to email me, tell me you're a subscriber to get in. Email me your address and all of that stuff. Or subscribe here is also a wonderful way to be subscribing on Twitch. But you still also have to email me and tell me that you're a subscriber, because that's just the world that we live in. So, and you get 2, if you subscribe to both places, you get 2 entries. And I'm going to tell you right now, your chances are very good of winning, because I don't actually know the exact number, but it's pretty good. There's not that many people signed up. I mean, there's people signed up and subscribed, but they haven't emailed me. So do that. And if you have emailed me, I have it. You don't need to do it again, I promise. So that is all. And I'm going to put it in the chat just because there's a link to the Vimeo thing. There we go. Boom. So let's go to I'm hiding them, so we're going to do them. Let's go to the workbench. Oh, there we are. Are we good? I've been having some weirdness with the cameras today. We're going to kind of zoom in. I didn't put any light on. There we are. So we're going to start with the grand prize giveaway item, which is going to be a pair of earrings, and I'm going to show them to you because I love these earrings. I have a pair that I wear every day. This one is very similar, just a slightly different color. Are you ready? Here is the pair of earrings that I'm going to be giving away on May 1st. They're super charming. These are lovely aquamarine drops. They are so sweet. I love these colors. So if you would like to win this pair of earrings, you just have to do all those things that I just said. So these are the giveaway earrings. I love them. And I'm not changing my mind. That's why I'm putting them on camera. So I cannot change my mind. And so that is the grand prize. And then we're going to have 4 other prizes. I know, aren't they? I should have worn the other pair because the pair that I have, I've got one. It's just really hard to find the peridot drops, and thank you for sending me some links. The quality wasn't quite what I was needing, but these aquamarine ones are really pretty, so can't say no to that. So that's the giveaway. And then the other 4 prizes are going to be sample strips and a little sample of the color of the sample strip, and we're going to put those together right now. And I kind of also thought, instead of just 1 sample strip as a prize, it's going to be 2 sample strips. Everything's backwards here. 2 sample strips, 2 little samples, 4 of them. So a total of 8 sample strips is giving away, but to 4 lucky people. And here are the sample strips that we're giving away. I'm going to tell you what they are, and we're going to get them together. The first are, I don't know if you can see, if you can oh, there we are. Capturing the opalescence. The one on the left is Blythe T8 opalescent, and the one on the right is 855 Old Thompson turquoise opalescent. Very, very pretty. So that is opalescent. That's 1 prize. And then we have another set of opalescent. Both of these, they're harder to see. Oh, it's because I'm wearing my wrong glasses. I know, so excited. These are 2 Old Thompson ones, and one is Periwinkle 851, and the other is Hunter Green 849. And those are also very pretty. Let's see if we can get a little bit of the opal. These are a little bit more subtle, but you know, you get what you get. Those 2. And then we have 2 really pretty warm colors. The one on the right is Mikado 235. And that is a beautiful Old Thompson orange. It's one of my favorites. And then this one is just a vivid, this one is just in there quite literally because I accidentally made 2 of them. So I made 2 sample strips along the way. This is a Nino Mia, kind of hard to find, N26 medium yellow. And so these are very pretty as well. And then finally, we're doing 2 reds of differing qualities. We've got the one on the left is wine red. That is 1729. It's a very kind of a burgundy red, which I think is very pretty. And then this is also a really lovely, this is an Old Thompson 1066. Remember the Battle of Hastings? I know everybody must think of that when you think of this garnet. And this is a beautiful Old Thompson garnet. And what I like about this color is you can make it veer to the red, or you can make it veer to the orange. It's very versatile. So that and actually there's in addition to this, you're getting 1 extra. It's labeled mystery red. I know exactly what it is, but it's going to stay a mystery. So this is going to get paired with that. These are lump enamels, mystery red. Have fun with that. It's just, I had gotten it a while ago and I thought I'll throw it in with the reds. So those are the things you could win. And we're going to take a moment. I know it's going to be, if you're just joining us, we'll look at the earrings. Again, if the earrings don't get you to sign up, this is the giveaway item. The main giveaway item is the pair of earrings. Gorgeous. real aquamarine drops. Lovely, comfortable. I wear a very similar pair when I wear earrings. So, oh, Juniper Road Ceramics just subscribed. Thank you. Juniper, don't forget to email me with your mailing address and your real name, just to be sure. Thank you. So let us get, yeah, I didn't say it was going to be an exciting day, but I did at least save us the time. I've pulled all the giveaway colors and we're going to bag them together. That's what's happening. We've got some bags, working up the excitement, and we'll see how generous I want to be. It's 2, 4, 6, 8. We need 8 little baggies. And 2. What else did I say I was doing today? 3. Oh yeah, I was going to show you. We'll do this first. There's just a lot of little things to get done. I was thinking I was going to do some earrings today, but had a lovely, just a wonderful, I don't know how many that was, 2, 4, 6. I had a wonderful student come in for a 4-day workshop, and she didn't quite finish. So I sent her home with all of my, you know, those little trays of enamel that I use. I sent her home with everything that she was using so she would have it. She was driving, so it was fine. But those were all the colors I was going to use in the earrings today, and I just don't feel like washing more. So we're just going to do something different. So that's what you get. So we're going to start, let's start with T8 Blythe. T8 Blythe Opal. I'm just going to label them and then we'll divvy them out because I don't want to put my thing on. And this is 855 turquoise opal. There we go. And then the opals. What was the email address? Well, it's my first name at my website, sandramcEwen.com. And if you just go to my website, you can also just use the contact us form. We'll go right to that website as well. So if you can't remember it, that is it. Good morning, Angie from Arizona. Good morning. We're just doing a little of everything today. Hunter green, 849. Hunter opal. And when you can get this Hunter opal to work, it's just magnificent. That's all I'm going to say about that color. 851 PERI winkle, periwinkle opal. We got that. I'm going to move these out of the way. These, wait, those and these. Let's get this Mikado 235. Is that the right? Yeah, I guess so. 235. Mikado orange, one of the best oranges. Honestly, it might be the best orange. Not gonna lie, that's a little painful to have to give away, but gonna do it. And then N26, so pretty. You know how much I love a vivid yellow. Look at that, and look at this particularly nice sample as well. N26, medium yellow. We've got that. And then we just have 2 reds, 1066, garnet, and then the wine. So was that 1726? Oh, 1729. Wine. There we go. Well, thank you. Angie says, I've been binge watching all your Vimeos. So excited. I had no idea how much good content you have there. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a long journey to get that much content on there. So those are the giveaways. Now, how generous are we going to be? I'm going to put my mask on first. And I've got a scoop And I like to start with, we'll start with the lightest color and work our way. So, whoop, I'm gonna have to take my headband off. Headband and masks are not compatible. So we'll start with the opal. And oh wait, we don't want the sifted one. That was trash. Sorry, everybody. We want not sifted. I need to, sifting was a mistake. That was on me. I'm not gonna give you bad. Sifted makes it not have any opalescence left. I'm thinking 2 healthy scoops is a good, we'll see, maybe. Everyone's going to be a little different. Honestly, this Hunter Opal, this is all I have left in the world. So, oh, well, that's maybe not true. It might have 6 ounces. We'll see. So, how about, I need to give you enough to make it worth your time. There we go. How about, that's plenty. That'll last you quite a while. So we've got that. Set that right there. Blythe Opal. Let me wipe this down. Let's do Mikado next. And this one's sifted and it's gorgeous. It is, this is fine that it's sifted. Oh, you know what? Let's be extra generous. You can have everything in this container. There we go. That's a nice, that'll do some nice things for you. There's Mikado. That's, container is over. Let's do garnet red next. Also sifted. Nice. You get what you get here. Some of them are sifted and some of them are not. And remember, you don't want the opals to be sifted. Don't sift the opals. This is such a pretty color. One, two, let's give you 3 nice scoops. That should be, and remember, this is very reactive to silver, so you want to use it with gold foil maybe, or just a nice barrier. Got that. Set that over there. What's next? Well, let's do wine while we're here. Look, do I have enough? This is just, I overdid the wine. I overdid the wine. So we got a lot of wine. This is not sifted. But this is one of my kind of go-to colors. I use a lot of it. So there we go. A nice heaping portion of that. There we go. Now let's definitely wipe this down. Let's do our periwinkle. Where is the periwinkle? Oh, here's a really nice old periwinkle, pretty full. Let's see if I can open it. I bet it's so full it's gonna be a little bit. There we go. Break that up a little bit. Have a little bit more. There we go. That should be enough for you to decide how you like opalescence. Angie, we're putting, oh, I should tell you what we're doing. We're assembling the prizes for the giveaway. We're doing, let me show you the earrings first. The main prize that I'm giving away is this pair of lovely earrings, aquamarine drops. Remember, May 1st, noon. And then the other 4 things are sets of 2 sample strips and their respective colors. So that is, you're all caught up. You know what everybody else knows. You probably know more than me. There's turquoise opal. This is really, really pretty. Don't have very much left of that, but that's okay. And you know the good things about these, the turquoise, the Hunter, these Old Thompson, if you don't necessarily get, if it doesn't work out as far as the opalescent, oh, here, have a little bit more. They actually look they almost come out as just a really beautiful, they're very good with silver, and they actually end up more like a, you know, a semi-opaque, but they look beautiful. So you can't say no to that. There's that. Hunter green. Honestly, there we go. There we go. How about a little bit more? A nice Hunter opal. And then finally, medium yellow. So vivid. I know, I'm going to show you. This is just such a pretty, look at that sample strip. I love this color. So, let's just, oh, it's nice and sifted too. This will last a while. There we go. Oh, a little bit more. All right. Oh, that was a little task that I don't have to do later now. So, hooray. Let's have a quick recap. So, we'll have this yellow and Mikado. Gorgeous. This is one. Beautiful. We've got Periwinkle and Hunter. Very pretty. These are opalescents. We've got Blythe opal and turquoise opal. Very pretty. I love how this one came out. This is actually a really nice, let's see if we can get it to show on them. There we go. It kind of catches the light a little bit. Very pretty. And then finally, our garnet and our wine. Also beautiful. There's that. So these are the 4 prizes that we're going to give away. We're done. Oh yeah, and don't forget, with this one, I'm including a mystery red. That's going to go with the red. So there we have it. We're done with that little task for the day. And again, May 1st, I'll put my headband back on. I don't know why. There we go. Feels, there we go. And noon, that's when we're going to do the giveaway. Here, Eastern Standard Time. You don't have to be present to win. And if you live abroad, that's fine. I'll take care of the shipping, but you'll have to take care of any kind of duties, customs, whatever. And there we go. Yay. One little task done for the day. I'm going to set these over here and get them out of the way. Now, one of the 3 things done. Well, you know what? I'm going to show you the thing we just made on Vimeo as well. Let's grab the whole thing. Video stuff? Oh, yeah. Giveaway. We don't need that. Now, if you've been following along to our dragon eyeballs, we finished our, I think this dragon eyeball, I swear to God, is my absolute favorite eyeball. of all of these eyeballs. And so we made these on Vimeo if you want to know how to make one. And then we also, remember, made our human eyeballs. It's like just eyeballs and eyeballs. So we've got all of these. And this is all on Vimeo. And the next step is I've pulled all the materials. We're going to be starting by making a ring for our human eyeball. This is going to be a really sweet ring, and we're going to use the arc welder entirely to fabricate this ring. And I've got all the little bits and pieces that are going to fabricate this sterling silver ring for this little guy. So that's coming soon. And then this is going to end up being, this is going to be when I get back from Portugal. We're going to do a brooch setting for this, or one of these, maybe all of them. So that is that. And let me get, you can tell I was a waitress. Would you care for an aperitif? I'm going to put these over. There we go. I feel like maybe I had too much coffee today. Now, it's just show and tell, left and right. So the next thing is Enamel Art Jam. Remember that. Remember the Enamel Art Jam. I hope you guys are all working on your things. I got my little vessel. I feel like I have to talk about it before I show it to you. I mean, it needs so, I mean, I think it's fine, but I have some disappointments about the vessel itself and the company. And I'm not going to say the name of the place that did the casting, because I don't, it doesn't really matter. If you're really interested, email me and I'll tell you, don't use this place, because it took forever, which is fine. To be honest, it's always the cheapest is not necessarily the best place. It just was so excruciating to get this thing. And, I was like, it was super easy to upload it, and it was great. And then they're like, okay, great, it's going to be this much. And I don't know why this is zippity zappeting, but here, I'll go. You know what? We'll just go to the selfie cam, because I'm going to get on my soapbox. So it was kind of excruciating, because they're like, okay, that sounds great. It's going to be this amount of money. I'm like, that is perfect. And so then, 2 weeks goes by, 3 weeks goes by, and I'm like, I haven't heard anything. So I send them an email, and they're like, oh, it's ready. And I'm like, has it been ready for like 3 weeks? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. And they send me the invoice. I paid it that day. And so I'm like, great, maybe I'll get it. Another week goes by, another 2 weeks go by. So last Friday, that's like 3 weeks. And I send an email, say, hey, can I have the tracking info? Nothing. It's like crickets. And so, I get all my panties in a wad about it over the weekend. And then I was like, I'm not going to call them on Monday, because, maybe they just have to deal with it. So by Tuesday afternoon, I haven't heard anything, haven't seen it. And so I call, and the lady, and I know it's just maybe a New York City thing, it's not like I need you to be super nice, but just so rude, and just like, well, you got to talk to the person that was dealing with it. And she said that you said you wanted ground. And I'm like, what? I did not say any, whatever. And like, ground takes 3 weeks from New York City. That's fine. But then it arrived last night. So they don't do anything until you bother them, which is just, that was my rant over. I feel like I need a little rant cam. So that I got it. And then they also, when they shipped it to me, they just threw it in the cheapest box, and it got squished. So it's not circular, it's fine. I know they don't do any finishing, but I also feel it feels a little rough to me. It's also small, but that's my fault. So without further ado, let's look at what they sent me. And, to be honest, I'm kind of glad. And it's going to be the practice piece, and then I'm going to do something a little bit bigger, because even though it is exactly the size that I ordered it, it is smaller than I was thinking it was going to be. But that is quite literally my fault, so I have no one to blame. So let's go to the workbench and look. Here, are we still here? There we are. And it's 2 pieces, and it hasn't been you know, I've done nothing to it. It's going to take a while to clean up because there's a million sprues on it. So we have, here it is, the little, and you can see it looks white. That's fine. It's just, you know, that's just the silver. It is sterling silver. But you can see that it's been squished, and I kind of unsquished it a little bit. And it doesn't quite fit because there's so much crap that needs to get removed from the inside that I'm just like, you know, I think I've already found a different casting house that I'm going to try, and they offer finishing. So honestly, I think, and also I feel like it's a little too precious. I'm going to make a bigger one. But this is a perfect practice piece, and I know it's the right size because remember our sweet, this gorgeous stone. And I think it's going to fit. It's a little bit tight, but I made it a little bit. I didn't want it to be too big, but this will fit right. I'm going to have to scoop it out just a little bit so you can kind of see the top, if it goes in there, will have a little sparkle to it. So you can see that that's, actually it looks, I like that. And we'll see if I put that one in there. Ultimately, I think I like the shape of it, and I think it's going to be fine once I get it all cleaned up. And I'm not looking forward to having to clean up this because it just looks like a mess. And I don't know enough about casting to say, oh yeah, this is totally normal. So, you know, but as of right now, it doesn't fit together, but I'm not worried about it fitting together. And I actually think I might even fire it, because there's no enamel going to be right where these are coming together. I might fire it together so it doesn't warp in a weird way. There's plenty of air hole for that. So that is that. And definitely going to be going back into my 3D thing and ordering something a little bit different for the next one. I think what I want is something about maybe this size. I want more room to enamel. So, but that's a good start. And we'll get a lot of practice with our 3D stuff. And we'll see if we use this gorgeous stone on this piece or not. If not, I have to figure out what to do with the top. So look at that stone. Gorgeous. So that is that. That was part. Yeah, they threw it in a FedEx box with nothing. I mean, and the FedEx box was squished. It was one of those long, it was, quite frankly, it really probably is more about their lack of communication. And then when you do communicate, you know, I'm sorry, I'm not like it's not a huge order. It didn't cost a ton of money, but just, you know, whatever. So that was part 2 of the whole thing. And what else are we doing today? So honestly, the other thing that I wanted to do today, it's only 12:30. It's going to be a pretty short thing today. I have, and this has been sitting on my thing for a while, 2 things that I want to arc weld. This I made, remember a little thing called COVID? Before COVID, I was planning on doing so much traveling worldwide in 2020, and I had started, yes, thank you. I'd started, and I don't have that many, but these are little sample things. I thought it would be like a travel sample set, which I never finished, but what I want to do with this, because I thought, well, I might as well take it with me to, you know, it doesn't have every color, but it has a few colors. I don't want to take my full sample set with me to, sorry, Magda, I'm not bringing the full sample set to Portugal because it's the most precious thing that I own. And I'm bringing some. So and this is an interesting thing, but it's hard, the way that they're like this, it's hard to kind of like see what they are. And so what I want to do is I want to put each one of these on a little jump ring and then use my arc welder to close it. Super you know, exciting. And then while I have, these are just like tiny little projects. So we're gonna get started with that. And then while I'm there, remember, this is a bracelet that we made. This is a tutorial that you could learn on my Vimeo channel. And what I really want to do is, because I actually like to wear it, but I don't actually like these lengths. I think the texture of them makes it not, it doesn't smoothly flow the way I'd like. I like the look of these lengths, but I don't like them. So we're going to remove them and replace them with just plain jump rings, and also use our arc welder to close those. So that, and then I have jump rings right here. So that's kind of what I'd like to do for the rest of the day. It might take an hour, it might take 5 minutes, I don't know. So that's what we're gonna do. Let me have a sip of my coffee. And I haven't ever done the arc welder live, so we're going to, and I haven't even turned it on today, so see if I can remember how to do it. But what I'm going to do before I do anything is I'm going to go ahead. What we're going to start with, we might not get to this. Let's put this one over here. And I'm going to take this off and quite literally just, will they come? Which way do you want to go, guys? We're just going to remove these. Wait, hold on, the other way maybe. There we go. So we've got, they're kind of pretty. And the thing is, I feel like if I get these up and running, I'll be more likely to, when I'm making sample strips, make two kinds. You know, I'll make one for the travel set and one for, you know, a classic style. So, also, I do think, quite honestly, I have a video on my Vimeo about how you make these very specific samples. But there we go. So we've got all these pretty colors. They're in, look, I did take some time and arrange them. And it's not every color, but it's a start. So, but yeah, I think it'll just be easier to play with them if they have a little bit more stuff. So we've got, yeah, a nice little bit of sample circles. So I think we're going to use, what size did I kind of just randomly picked a size. I'm using ready-made. We could make, I think, I don't know what size these are, but I think those will be good. Or wait, hold on, maybe these, I have more of these. Are these the same size? These are a little bigger. Let's see if we like this better. Excuse me while I stick it on here. Yeah, you know what, this might be better. We're going to do this larger size because I frankly have more of them. And, oh, and I just spilled those. Good. Now, let's see about, I have to go attached to my, we're going to bring it over here. Right here is the arc welder, and we'll talk about, we're not going to talk a ton about it because the next thing we're going to be doing is an arc welding tutorial on Vimeo. So we're really just going to kind of fool around with it. But I do, here we have, this is it right here. We've got this, and we got to get it turned on. Let's see if we can pull. Do you want to pull over? Let's pivot around. Let's see how far we go. There we go. So this right here at the very edge is the arc welder. Let's see if it's plugged in. There we go. Well, the light came on. it takes a moment. And while that's booting up, there is behind here an argon tank that I'm going to turn on. And oh, you watch, there's so many videos on there. So while that's on, I'm going to go walk around and turn on the argon tank. And argon is a neutral gas. It's very safe, and it just puts a little poof of gas that prevents oxidation on our piece. And so there we are. We've got a little touch screen over here, and honestly, that's as close as I can get the camera to it. Let's see, zoom in. Well, I'll have to deal with that before we get to the, hold on, zoom out, whatever. Anyway, so there's that. So I'm going to do, but this is where we're going to be doing the work. You can see there's a nice vivid light. And I'm going to turn on the argon. Hopefully there's still some in the tank. Okay, close, open. There's still some. And there we go. We'll get some. That's good. Alrighty. Mental note, it is at 70. I need to make sure I still have enough to make that video. All right. So, very exciting. Would this move over? Let's see. We can bring you over here. There we go. That's not terrible. There we go. So we did bring it over. So here is the interface right here. And I do need to I have a box up here of all the accoutrements that go with the arc welder, because there is quite a few doodads. And, oh, I was wondering where my other pair of pliers were. They were in this box. Hooray. We're not adding anything. Doop, doop, doop. I don't think we need, oh, maybe we'll use this. We've got this thing, which I will talk about. And honestly, I'm going to say we're going to use this electrode will be the winner. Although we're going to pull this one out just in case. 2 electrode options. And then as far as the actual, sorry, those were the the electric thing. We're going to be using tungsten electrodes. So we're going to grab some of those. And what else is in? Oh, there's my other pair of pliers. I was wondering where all of my chain nose pliers were. They were in this box. Thank you. Thank you. And we've got a little one of these. This is the only time I like to use one of these little brushes. So that will be fine. And I'll bring this just in case we want extra electricity. And I don't think we need anything in this other box. Oh, we'll borrow that as well. There we go. And it always, whenever I turn this thing on, I consider myself solidly, not a beginner level arc welder, but certainly not an advanced level arc welder. So we learn together. But the first thing that we need to do, I wonder if any of these are sharp enough, is choose one of these. I think actually I sharpened a bunch the last time. I'll take this. This is made of tungsten, and you can see it has a nice sharp tip. I'm going to grab that one. These are all too small. And I'm going to grab this one. They're both nice and sharp. I think we won't need to sharpen them because they look good. And I'm going to put the rest in here. And then here we are. This, oh yeah, hold on, we're going to do that. Well, actually, this might be just fine. 2 things. it won't matter for you guys because you're looking through the, the camera. It will not hurt your eyes. But you never want to be, when this is actually activating, staring right at this, because there's going to be a vivid, you'll hurt your eyes. I'm going to be looking through the, I'm going to actually come down because I see that I'm too sharp. We'll have to take a moment and adjust it, but I'm looking through the microscope, which will block it for the millisecond while it's happening. So I will be able to not worry about my eyes, and you won't have to worry about it either. So let's start with the electrode. We're going to use this one right here, and it plugs into the front. There's also some connectors in the back, and any tool can be turned into, I know I keep calling it an electrode, but I'm not actually sure what it's called. It brings the electricity, the current, through your piece. So it's plugged in right there, and we'll just do a practice one. Oh, and then we need to come back over here. I know you guys are just, this is so exciting. This comes off, and put my glasses on. I know there's an easier way to do it, but you want it to be exactly, I want to say that it's this. You want it to be exactly a 1/4 inch sticking out, because you want it to be in the right spot for that argon to not, you don't want to waste argon, so you want the argon to be, so that's, see how, and you never keep it in there, because man, have I jammed my arm into that before. Ouch. Let's get this going. There we go, so it's sticking out, and maybe just a little bit more. There we go. I feel like I just made it shorter. There we go. Good enough. So you can see we've got our electrode in there just fine. And I am going to do a practice one. This one, actually. Oh, I realized why I have these, because I still do need to, I guess it's smart to have those in there. I'm going to get the larger one. We'll see if we like the larger one first. So you do need to, here we have our little jump ring. This is a very expensive jump ring closer, but there's other things you can do with it. You can do so much. But honestly, the first thing you'll learn is how to close jump rings. There we go. We've got it pretty good. I feel like it actually could be a little bit. There we go. And that'll do. And I don't actually think, since we're using this, we don't need that. All right, so we're going to, that sounds good. We'll start at that. Really generic. No, let's scooch over to, hold on. Where is, oh, there is silver. Sorry, I'm fooling around and you can't even see. There we go. I think I like to start at 12. Sounds good. Non-standard. Good. We'll talk about what that is in the video on when we do it. And we're on pause. Let's make sure that I can actually see. The next step is making sure that, because I just brought this back. I'll probably need to adjust this down a little bit. Oh, wait, that's the wrong way. Wait. There we are. So I can see it. There we go. That's good. Let's do it. We're going to, once you get it set up, everything really goes a lot faster. So I am going to use my big claws. Where are you? Very exciting. There we are. Let's just put, oh, you know, I can see it's not closed enough. So I'm going to take one moment. I'm not used to this particular, it's a very, very narrow field of view. And what you'll do is you'll get them all ready to go and then just zip them all at once. There we go. I want to set myself up for success for the first one anyway. There we go. That's better. Now we're going to attach it to this for the electrical current. Oops. That's good. I've got the touch detect, so I'm not going to use my foot pedal, and I'm going to, oh, I know I need to hit to the play button. All right, let's do it. Let's see how it is. Oops. Oop. It's too high. Takes a while to get there. We go. I closed that one. Too high on the argon for sure. I'm going to go ahead and back off that. But there we go. We've closed a jump ring. We've closed this jump ring. I don't know if you can see it, but it is closed. Easy peasy. We're going to do another one. And I don't want to waste so much argon. Let me see where my argon is here. Get my glasses on. Also, I'm going to bring the whole thing down because it's better if I can rest my hands on the table. So I've brought that down. Let's just see what our argon sitch is. Oh, I think it's way too high. 11. All right, let me just turn it down a little bit. Excuse me, everybody. I know this is the fooling around portion. Let's just loosen it a little bit. A little bit less is good. There we go. All right. Honestly, yeah, I've lowered it so I can rest my hands. That will be so much better. And let's, where did I put the one that we just did? Here, is this it? Yes. All right, so that's done. We'll put the ones that are done in this pile. And I'm just going to take a couple minutes and get these. I also have, I'm not sure if it's worth it. Because it's hard to see. Let's bring this over. I've got the microscope, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. I've lowered everything. Let's see. I know we're fooling around. All right, let's just go quickly, turn on the microscope thing and see where we are. What are we pointing at? We have to see. Hold on. Finding it is the hardest thing. Wait. There's, let's see, right there is where we want it to be. That's better. Now, what are the chances? I know, it's just, get this. Let's see if this is even helpful. There we are, there we are. That's good. Now I just don't want to mess with it. So now let's do one more, because honestly the first thing you do if you get an arc welder is you're going to learn how to do jump rings. And so we're going to do jump rings because they are the easiest of all the things to do. And the good thing about this thing is you can, I'm so bad. Maybe these are too big, these jump rings. Get this other one and then I'll decide. That's good. Let's just see how it is. And you could get the foot pedal if you like. I like using the touch mechanism. There we are. Oh, there we go. We're gonna do one right here. Oops. Perfect. There we are. The jump ring is closed. I don't know if you could see that. So there we are. We've done two. I think that's good. We're just going to keep doing a little pile of them. You can also, let's grab a piece of scrap. I know I said I wasn't going to do anything, but say you had a piece of enamel. Let's grab an old piece of enamel. How about, I know it doesn't matter. All right, this is from the junk drawer. So say we've got, this is an old piece of enamel that you want to, it's going to be hard because it's got this blue on the other side. Say you wanted to attach something and you've already done all your enamel work and it's gorgeous and you want to attach a jump ring to it. Let's do that. But I don't want to use these giant jump rings. I want to use a smaller jump ring. So let me grab one of these. So, or you could even attach anything you wanted. So I've got, well, that's a very tiny jump ring, but that'll do. And I'm going to, are we still here? Oh wait, we've shifted, haven't we? There we are. Have to not mess with that. But you can see we've got a piece of enamel and we've got a jump ring, very tiny, probably too small. I'm going to close it a little bit. And I want to attach this jump ring. I'm going to make it trim off a little bit, just like that. So say I wanted to attach, I know we already have it, but I'm going to attach it to the side. Or even if we were going to do a bottom, we wanted to attach it just like that to the bottom because we wanted to put a drop, some sort of a precious stone drop on the bottom. And how would you do that? Well, we're going to start. We need to conduct the electricity, and we don't necessarily want to use this big fat claw on this lovely piece of enamel because it's a bit much. So let's see if this is going to work. Well, you know what? We'll switch to this one. We'll switch to this one is a lot more delicate. See this? So we'll just switch out our electric guy. Stick him in. There we go. And I haven't done this in a while, so it's probably not going to work. Whatever. It's all good. We're just having fun here. And I want it to be on the, I want to see where it is, so I'm going to literally stick you. You want to make sure that it's touching the silver because the silver is conducting the electricity. So that's ready to go. I'm just going to kind of, wish you almost need a third hand here. Literally, if you could grow a third hand, it would be very, very helpful. I'm just going to grab this little guy. So we've got our little jump ring. I'm going to take off my glasses. And I'm quite literally just going to hold it where I want it to be. Whew, fresh. And let's see if I can do it with my finger. Not too, I might even, Might even be better to do that. We'll see. Let's see, right. You would spend some more time. Let's see if we can at least get it tacked. That's not it. We need more electric. Oh, maybe we'll just attach it to, sorry. Get this, fine, we'll do this instead. No. Get this, we're gonna bring our little electrode back. Let's see if we can do that. Everything's so friggin' tiny. There, this will be better. All right, we're holding it with that. And then we're just going to see if this will do as already. My finger. There we are. Ugh. Sorry, hold on. Is it stuck on yet? Yeah, it's because I can... Oh, there we are. We on? All right, we're tacked. It's because I can't see out of the left thing. Hold on. There we go. That's good. I'm going to press it down. You can see that it's tacked in place, not totally in the right spot, but that's fine if you were really making it a thing. And I'm going to bend you, make sure you're in better contact. There we go. Let's do it. There we are. That was a good one. Perfect. And now we're going to go to the back. It does do a little bit of damage to the edge of the enamel, but you could kind of clean that up. There we are. So now we have, and you could clean this up. That's what the fiberglass brush is for, and clean it up. There you go. And then you could attach, you could attach your little finding to that. There you go. So, oh yeah, sorry, I see a few comments. I'm going to scroll back. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, this is an Orion, and it's not inexpensive. It's not the most expensive. You don't need the most expensive one. It's the 100C version, and I don't remember how much it is, but it is expensive. So, but it's fun. It is really fun. And we're going to make an entire ring, sterling silver ring with a setting, entirely using this thing in the next video. So, but anyway, that is just one of the uses, and that's kind of why I got it, is I wanted to be able to attach findings to finished enamel pieces. So that will go back in the junk drawer, and let's just make a couple of these. Did I get that one? Yes. So I wonder if I can lower that a little bit. Perfect. So, but yes, I went to, I guess this was before Christmas, so it would have been November. I went to Orlando and took a little training class on how to use this thing, because I'd had it forever, and there's only so much you can learn through the internet. Trust me, I learn a lot through the internet. But I'm going to get like a couple of these. You know what? I'm going to just make a few of them, and then we'll call it a day. I'm heading to Ohio tomorrow to see my parentals. I'm really looking forward to seeing my mom and my dad, my two sisters, all of the assorted people. and I will be back. So yes, I'm not going to be streaming on Friday because I will be in beautiful Ohio. And of course my parents are like, oh, it's been gorgeous here, except for the weekend that you're coming. It's going to be cold and nasty. And I'm like, you know what? I would expect nothing else. So Mom's like, bring a jacket. But I look forward to dipping my toe in Lake Erie. You should do that. There we go. I feel like it's easier to just, while I have it here, to get it done. Because I have it closed, I have it positioned. We're going to do one at a time. I think that is just the way of it. So, did I mess that up? Yep. I keep hitting this dumb box. Where did hold on. Yeah, there we are. It's because it's quite literally just sitting on the table like that, and I keep messing it. There we are. I like to do a couple. Oops. Perfect. 2 and done. Let's get another one. So, yeah, you know what? You get what you pay for with these things. I don't necessarily think you need them. You know, if you're interested in an arc welder, you don't necessarily need to get an Orion. Orion is a very good brand, but I don't know that I would do any kind of like a cheap knockoff. You kind of, this is running a lot of electricity, and you know, oh my gosh, if you want to know what is expensive, is a laser welder. Yeah, if you want to make this feel like it's not expensive, go price out a laser welder. But Orion sells those as well, I'm sure. The guys at Orion are a little overworked, but they're very helpful and kind. But they're not going to really hold your hand. So I would suggest, if you're considering buying one, there's a bunch of people starting to offer in-person training. Go take one of those classes because it's not complicated to use it, and they make it seem like it's super complicated, and you'll sit down and he'll be like, ignore all this other stuff. Here are the 3 things you need to know. Doop, doop, doop. You're good to go. So, silver is very highly conductive, so it's a slightly more challenging medium to work with. So, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. So, there we go. Oh, so satisfying. There we are, zoop, zoop. And I get no money. If you buy an Orion welder, I don't get any kind of kickback. So, I don't know if they offer that kind of a thing. Oh, yeah, well, this is technically a TIG welder, isn't it? I don't know. Don't ask me the logistics questions, but it's very fun. And I bought it entirely as a toy. You know, like some people want a car. This is what I want. I bought it knowing that, I wasn't sure. It was, it was kind of a fun toy. It was an expensive, fun toy. And it sat during COVID in my closet because I just didn't have the place for it. And so I'm only now kind of getting into using it. So, but you could make it vessels. The guy that taught the class, he makes these big, huge 3-dimensional vessels. They're gorgeous. And he does it entirely with this. So I know we're just quite literally the tip of the iceberg. But if you can't do a jump ring, jump ring is kind of like newbie island here. So, and there's this whole and trust me, I actually was thinking about it, maybe I'm just wasting my time with all this enameling, because where the money is in this machine. You can buy kind of a smaller travel version and do this stuff called it's called forever jewelry, where it's basically you go and the ladies and the men come up and they pick an adorable tiny chain, and you actually just zoop it right directly onto the person's wrist, so it's forever, you know, there's no clasp. And if they want to remove it, they have to cut it off. And I swear, one zoop and you've made $80. So that, I know, sorry, I need to keep putting my glasses on. And so half the people in the training class were basically learning, and they're going to be making so much more money. But, you know, that's something to be said. I mean, if you zoop enough forever chains, and maybe that will justify the price of admission, but and trust me, we all zooped forever chains onto each other during the thing, and you get excited. I had 3 forever chains on. I can tell you right now that the forever chains that I put on, the other people are still there. I had kind of a newbie person, and 2 of the 3 forever chains fell off within an hour, and the other one was far too tight, so I had to cut it off myself. So unfortunately, you can't zoop your own forever chain. So oh, did I? Nope, we're still good. Satisfy. Half the thing, just even with, actually I don't even need this second one, it's pretty good. I have it set pretty high, but you know what? I'm on board with that. So there we go. Oh, there it is. Perfect, perfect. So, but you see, let me just show you how this is, like, this camera is just sitting on these 2 little cardboard boxes. That's why I keep knocking it over, because I only thought that I was going to do this quite literally. It was 11:39 a.m. It was like 20 minutes before. I'm like, oh, maybe we should do the arc welder. That could be fun, because I just don't feel like making any earrings right now. We're going to do a couple more. So but if we should do forever chains. You should come to my studio. Anyone, maybe we should do forever chains. If you come take a workshop, we do forever chains. Or forever jewelry. It's TM. You can't do it unless I don't know. If you have to pay I've already lost where that seam is. That seam is so good that I can't see it. Is that it? Oh, there it is. All right, we're just going to do a couple more. Oop. If you yank it away, you miss it. There we go. All right, let's do this pretty one right here. One more. Well, we do need to sweep the floor later. Although somebody told me that some people like clean their houses on, you know, cleaning videos are a big thing. Someone can come and clean my house and stream it live. I would be fine with that. All right, we're going to do this one. You know what, we'll do the bracelet next and then call it a day. Because I've been meaning to do that bracelet. I don't know if I have the right size jump ring. If I want to make it, we'll see. This is too close. But the good news is, look, I'm holding it closed with my fingers. Perfect. It just has to be, ow, a little hot. It does warm up it's not electric, but it definitely if you get your finger too close to it. All right, that was fun. I'm on board with that. Let's have a quick look at the bracelet. All right, remember this bracelet, and I don't like these connectors. I like how they look, but I don't like how they don't flow freely, and they're not soldered. They're ready-made, and they're fine. I'm not complaining about them, but I'm not a huge fan. So we're going to cut them off because I'm not even going to save them because I'm bad. So where did I put the... Fine, I guess. I don't want to use my good pair. I'm going to get my other pair of snippers. I just don't want to use my perfect, expensive, finest pair. Do you ever do a studio walk show? You mean like have my studio open to the public and all of that? I haven't done that here just because it's not there's not so much going on. I keep thinking that we have some new people. There's a bunch of artists in some of these places. We really should do like a first Friday or a fourth Thursday or an 11th Tuesday or whatever. But quite frankly, I don't want to be in charge of it. So yeah. If someone else wants to handle all of it and all I have to do is show up, I would be on board with that. What was I getting? Oh, I was getting a crappy pair of snippers. Oh, it's because I've moved things. And, oh, they're up here. You know, fine, we'll just use these. They'll be fine. Oh, just on video. Oh, a studio. Oh, you mean just like walking around the studio, showing things off? No, I mean, maybe. It's funny when people finally come into my studio for a workshop, they're like, oh, they get a little weirded out because they're like, oh, well, thank you. I'm going to read that one. Narato, I'm just calling you that, says, by the way, I love that sanding sticks and discs I got from you on Etsy shop. I am so glad. I do use those all the time. And, all right, I'm just cutting these off. I could unlatch them and reuse them, but I'm just going to put them into, they're sterling, so we're going to put them in the sterling scrap heap. And I'm going to kind of maybe do them one at a time. And I'm not sure if I have the right size. You know what, I know. I'm just going to remove these. Come on. Yeah, they just snag too much. Oh, it's because I pinched it a little bit. Hold on. There we are. You go there. You go there. Now let's just see. I really probably should get something soft so we're not scratching up the front of it. I think this is going to be probably, let's see what I have. These are big. These might be okay. I could make them. I'm just feeling lazy. I do have a jump ring maker. I'm going to see if this is going to be big enough. It's very thick. Let's just see. This is harder because they're a lot closer together. So, come on, buddy. Oh, there we are. Let's see. I think that'll work. It's a little close. Let's see. You know what? I do need to take a moment and see if I can. I don't want to break this bracelet. Grab that. You know what? I do need to get something because I don't want to scratch the front. Let me grab a piece of I had a polishing cloth. Soft thing. Excuse me for 1 second. might be. Where? Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. This will be fine. All right. Let me just get a piece of soft cloth. You know, it's not ideal. It's better than nothing, though. There we go. Set you on there so we're not scratching you. I mean, it's not like the best, it's not the world's best bracelet. It's, you know, a tutorial piece, but it's nice to have. It's actually fun to wear too, and I would wear it more often if I liked these links a little bit better. So that is it. We're going to do one of these. We're not doing this whole bracelet. I'm just going to see if I like it. And just like I say, half the battle is so let me pull you up. There we are. Half the battle is closing these. I wonder if this is just going to be too small too. There we are. There we go. Let's see. No, I think it's all right. It might be a little scratchy towards each other. Let's find out. I'm going to put it right here. Close it a little bit more. Once you figure out how to do it, the others will go a lot easier. Sorry. You know what, I'm probably going to do this off camera. But anyway, I'm going to fuss with it. See, I'm not quite getting it perfectly. And to be honest, I think it's just a hair too small. I want a slightly bigger one so it has a little bit more room because it's going to be kind of rolling against each other. So anyway, I'll do that off camera, but you can see how pretty it will be when it's done. It's a really pretty, let me put it over here, a really nice little rainbow bracelet. So we'll get that done in the next, well, I'll do that on my own, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Again, don't forget to sign up, email me, my first name at my website. If you do need to be either subscribed here or on my Vimeo channel, and just let me know which one it is or both. And we'll do that noon, May 1st, Eastern Standard Time. Good luck and have a great weekend. I will be back on Tuesday. So have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Take care. Oh, thank you. I will dip my toes. I bet it's going to be a little cold in Lake Erie, but I look forward to, I like to eyeball it, you know. It's all good stuff. So have a great time, everybody.